Sometime in 2007, my younger brother, who was staying with an aunt in Oyo at the time, left home and didn't return. Apparently, leaving home whenever he felt he was being maltreated was a normal behavior for him. We didn't know about any of this at the time. My aunt said he always comes back the same day, but this time around, he didn't come back for almost a week before she alerted us. This tore the whole extended family apart in ways that I can't describe. It was very traumatic. We went to the length I didn't think my father would ever agree to just to find him. The ones who went to church did, the ones who went to the other places did. They all always came back to say that they were told that he's still alive. So I think in a very good way, they gave us a little bit of hope. But I could see my father withering away even though he tried really hard to conceal it. After a year, we were talking about ways to move on because it felt he was never going to be found. Then one day, he just appeared looking like a ghost. Apparently, he was kidnapped and taken to a remote village where he was used as a fishing slave. He had no idea of who he was or where he came from or even where he was. He said there were other young boys there too. None of them could tell who they were either. They were taken out to the sea to start fishing as early as 4 a.m. And when they returned, they would start smoking the fishes in and fill them in lots of baskets to be sold. He said he didn't feel like he was in Nigeria, that it felt like a neighboring African country. Then one day while he was on the sea, he somehow regained consciousness of who he was and became aware of his surroundings. He started plotting his escape silently for a while, and when he had the chance, he took it. It took a long while before things normalized. We were very happy for his return, but also kind of scared. We didn't know how to just carry on like that, like nothing happened. It was as if he was a stranger for a while, but after a while, things actually normalized. And now, every time I hear of disappearance, my mind goes back to all this immediately. I just thank God every day because this story would have ended in tragedy, even not for his mercies. I hope everyone who is missing gets found soon. Thanks. So this is one of those stories in Nigeria. We all know how Nigeria is so not a safe place when it comes to, human life. There's high rank of kidnapping, killing. All the bad things you can think of. Nigeria is one country that is really not a safe place. As much as they try to paint Lagos to be safe, living Lagos is not safe because there's always videos of police brutalizing the citizens in it's not easy being a Nigerian in Nigeria. It's really sad, and I hope that one day it gets better. We can just hope, like they say, when you're alive, the hope is all we got. And hope is the last thing that you get to die if you are still alive. And just like this person narrated, I hope that anybody who is still missing gets found one day. Is really sad. I remember the story of the Chibok girls, 300 Chibok girls who were kidnapped by the terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria. It's really sad. Like, up to today, we are still talking about the same thing, the insecurity in Nigeria. I don't know how this is going to be solved, but For me, I believe that this particular problem is political. If they want to solve it today, they would. If they want to resolve this problem, they would, since it's political. And even the police themselves are also involved. Look, we have movies on these issues, and if they want to solve this problem, if they want to stop this menace, they would definitely do it. But since it's political and even the police themselves are involved, it won't be solved. Not that it can't be solved, it won't be solved, because they kidnap you, you have to pay a ransom for a person to be released. All these people are just, it's kind of like a business to these people. It's really sad that the politicians, the people who are put in government to take care of the citizens, are the people who are terrorizing the citizens themselves. It's really sad to be a Nigerian in Nigeria. Hopefully one day this really becomes a thing of the past. Tell me if you have if you have a story like this, and tell me how you're coping in the comment section. This Toby story reminds me of the time my younger brother got missing for almost 2 years and just resurfaced one day out of the blue many years ago. That was really a dark time for my family.